This man was alone in his house, staying on the upper floor, when he suddenly heard strange noises coming from downstairs. Hearing the sound, he begins to descend the stairs while recording everything on his camera. As soon as he reaches the bottom and turns his camera to the right side of the house, he sees something that makes his skin crawl. He sees a figure standing there, clearly a human shape, but it is perfectly still, not moving at all. Due to the darkness, neither its face nor its hands and feet are visible. He gets terrified and immediately runs inside a room, locking the door behind him. After locking it, he stands there for a while, paralyzed by fear.
Go away.
Just as he thinks about going back out to check if that person is still there, someone suddenly starts trying to force the door open from the outside. The door shakes violently as something tries to break in. The man holds the door shut with all his strength, preventing it from opening. After some time, when the entity fails to open the door, it finally leaves. When the shaking stops, the man cautiously opens the door to check, but no one is there. However, when he looks at the door itself, he sees deep, terrifying claw marks that were definitely not there before. A woman was alone in her house when she suddenly heard the loud, piercing sound of a baby crying, even though there was no one else in the house but her. She goes to investigate and finds her laptop open, playing the sound of a crying baby. The terrifying part is, she hadn't touched her laptop or played any such audio.
Arrête! Arrête!
As soon as she closes the laptop, a loud noise comes from a nearby dark room. She is too scared to enter, but then something happens that chills her to the very bone. She sees her daughter's doll floating in midair. No one is holding it. It hangs there for a few seconds before suddenly dropping to the floor. Terrified, she rushes to turn on the lights, only to find scattered toys on the floor and absolutely no one else in the room. What power was holding that doll in the air? This terrifying video was recorded by a home security camera, and what it captured left the family completely shaken. In the video, you can see an automatic robot sweeping machine moving on its own, wandering across the floor, even though no one had turned it on. But then, as the camera angle changes, something even more disturbing appears in the reflection of a mirror. A dark, shadowy figure can be seen darting across the background with incredible speed. It looked like a shadow. Whether it was human or something else, no one knows. It moved so fast, vanishing in less than a second. Everything was caught on camera, but the identity of that shadow remains a mystery. A man was alone in his house when he noticed something impossible. A child was sitting on his sofa. However, there was no child in the house.
Hey, no. No, stay there. Hey. Oh my God. Dude. It's okay. It's okay.
The child wasn't fully visible. It was just a shadow, with no face or features, but it was clearly the shape of a small child. The man slowly and fearfully approaches the sofa, but as he gets closer, the child stands up and instantly vanishes into thin air like a wisp of smoke. The man is left standing there in shock, not knowing what to do. Suddenly, at that exact moment, his dog starts barking ferociously at the empty space. It seemed as though while the child had vanished from the man's sight, the dog could still see exactly where it was. This man didn't know that he was about to capture something on his camera that would haunt his dreams. He enters an old, abandoned house in his area to investigate rumors of paranormal activity.
Oye, ven, oye, ven, qué mierda.
He sees a small child in white clothes sitting on the floor outside a room. The child isn't playing with any toys. He is just moving his hands and feet in the air, as if playing with something invisible. The man shines his flashlight and tries to call out to the child while recording. For a while, the child stays there, but then he suddenly stands up and walks away into the darkness. Who was this child? And what was he doing in an abandoned house in the middle of the night? This man was alone at night, lying in bed and watching TV, when he felt a strange presence in the room.
A la 1 de la mañana acaban de prender la luz de la sala. Desde que compré ese espejo están pasando todas las cosas raras. A la madre. ¿Qué fue eso?
He takes out his phone to record, and as the camera pans toward the bedroom door, he sees a dark entity peeking at him from behind the wall. It didn't look human. Its face was hidden and its limbs were tucked away. Terrified, he jumps out of bed to check the hallway, but there is no one there, except for a black cat with glowing eyes. He searches the entire house but finds nothing but the cat. Who was peeking at him? And what was the connection between that entity and the mysterious cat? This video was recorded at night by a CCTV camera outside a house, and no one can explain what happened. In the footage, a small child, appearing completely normal, is seen walking down the street. Everything seems fine at first, but after the child takes a few steps forward, he suddenly vanishes. He literally disappears into thin air. There were no doors or corners for him to turn into. He wasn't running or acting strange. He was just walking calmly, and then he was gone. Who was he, and where did he go? The mystery remains unsolved. This video was recorded at night by a man heading home. In a desolate open field surrounded by dirt hills and a few trees, he spots something terrifying.
El lado del basurero de Tlajomulco, por el terrero, y nos encontramos a esta persona que está gritando del día 20 de octubre del 2025. No sabemos si acercarnos o retirarnos del lugar, pero está como...
A woman, or something that looks like one, is standing in the middle of the darkness. She is barefoot, wearing a red outfit, with messy hair and bright, glowing red eyes. She keeps moving around aimlessly, looking toward the camera but never saying a word. The man continues to film for a while, but the creature just keeps wandering in the dark. Who was she? And why was she out there in such a lonely place? This video was caught by a camera inside a room, and after watching it, you might never leave your baby alone again. The footage shows a baby in a crib next to a large bed. Suddenly, a large doll-shaped balloon starts moving toward the baby on its own. The baby cannot reach it, and there is no one else in the room. The balloon doesn't just float, it starts moving up and down as if an invisible force is using it to entertain the child. The baby starts laughing and playing with it, unaware that something unseen is right there with him. Even now, no one has been able to explain who or what was moving that balloon. A man was alone in his house when he saw something that made his blood run cold. Instead of running, he grabbed his phone and started recording.
What the fuck? It's not the cupboard. Oh, fuck off.
In the video, you can clearly see the handle of a closed door shaking violently, as if someone inside is desperately trying to get out. But the man was the only person in the house. He eventually gathers the courage to open the door, but when he steps inside, the room is completely empty. He turns on the light and checks behind the door, but there is absolutely no one there. So, who was shaking that handle?